Hey everybody, my name is Specialist Eric Dowler. I play tuba and piano with the 246th Army Band of the South Carolina National Guard. These next couple videos are going to explain to you who we are, what we do, what the benefits are of belonging to our organization, and what some of the opportunities are for you as musicians to have a part-time career in music while pursuing your full-time civilian career goals. The National Guard is a part-time component of the U.S. Army. We have the same uniform, go through the same training, but it's a part-time situation, and I'll explain how that works later. It's a great option for those of you who have other things in your life that you want to devote to full-time, but you still want to have a piece of the military in your life, you want to have a piece of music in your life, and so listen up if that sounds interesting to you. I'll tell you about Army bands. Army bands have four components. There are premier bands, which you've probably seen on TV. Pershing Zone in Washington, D.C. does everything at the White House. Inaugurations, there's going to be a presidential inauguration in a year, so you're going to see them then. There's going to be West Point Band, the Army Field Band, and the Fife and Drum Corps. Very prestigious, very hard to get into, but very good jobs if you can get them, very steady gigs, and very sought after. You can find those websites, I will link those, and you can see how that process works. Second, there is Army Regional Bands. These are active duty bands stationed in places like Fort Jackson, Fort Bragg, all over the country, and they do full-time music stuff. They dress up in the uniform every day. They go play music and do Army things every day. They get full-time salary, full-time benefits. They're part of the Army, and that's what they do. This is a great option for you. If you love performing, and you love doing music, and you're okay with being in the Army full-time, hey, this is great. Army, and military music in general, is the largest employer of musicians, which is great. There's lots of career opportunities for you. The band that I'm in, National Guard Band, and reserve bands are part-time options. This means you only work 1 weekend per month. That's like 2 or 3 days a month, and then 2 weeks during the summer. So throughout an entire year, you might be working 40 days. So you're still doing military music, but Monday through Friday, typically, you're just doing whatever you're doing. In our band, we have people like music educators, people that work in real estate, architectural design, lots of people that work in technology. Anything you can think of, you can do that and be a part of the military. So, how does this work? Well, there's an audition process. Audition's pretty simple. I'll have a separate video about that. You have to meet with a recruiter and go take an ASVAB test, go to MEPS, and eventually go to basic training and Army Music School and all this other stuff which I'll explain, and I have a series of articles which I will link so you can read about that. But if this sounds like something that might interest you, keep watching, keep reading, and I will explain to you how this works.